Today I wanted to discuss on the topic of the risk of premature scaling. I think in my view, premature scaling brings in two different problems. The one is you might run out of money if you scale too fast. On the other side, you might lose the speed and agility by scaling too fast. So let's take examples from our own case. So when I started Bista 360, I started alone, and I was alone for pretty much the first year, the entire year, and I built the first version of the product. And up to 30 customers, I was running the entire business on my own, and it became as a principle, we hired people only when we have confidence, like we can afford to pay them for at least 2 years. Even today, we apply the same principle in the organization, and that helped us significantly in terms of managing cost, especially when you're a bootstrap company, when there is no external investors involved. You're very frugal and you're cautious, and that automatically puts a constraint on not scaling too fast. And I also felt like when later part of the company, like when we expanded, Covey.co today is close to 300 employees. We of course added more and more people as we have grown the business, and I've witnessed in many cases things slow down significantly. In one place, when you're adding more and more people, you need to bring them on board, mentor them. They need to gel into the culture, and for them to get up to speed, it takes time. And in lot of cases, when one person is working on something, it's much more easier rather than four people working on the same thing. So that is one example where adding more people, you lose your speed and agility. The second example is a lot of times the tasks will take much longer when you're having more people. I can give one example. Like in the early days, and for us, we used to send newsletters every week. And that typically will take a couple of hours on a Wednesday. We brainstorm idea and then write it, review it, and send it all at one go. But when we have a dedicated marketing teams, then you need to there is a copywriting person, design person, review person, somebody setting up those in the marketing automation products, and end to end it takes 2 to 3 days. So you can see more people, more time. You're losing money everywhere, right? So I think the kind of feedback I wanted to give here is, as a founder, you be really careful in terms of how you're scaling. Make sure you're not running out of money by prematurely scaling. Like if you're VC funded, you got money, and don't just go and scale it too fast, because eventually, it creates these problems. I hope this is helpful.